The slideshow froze on Talia, in Rhett's hoodie, and my family quit calling her a friend. The slideshow turned on me before it saved me. My younger brother Eli's graduation open house was at the Maplewood Community Center. Folding tables, sheet cake, one rented projector. My Aunt Carol built a shared album so cousins could dump photos in without emailing her. Rhett had been around long enough that my family called him basically one of us. That made Talia harder. According to Rhett, Talia was just a running friend. I wanted to believe that because the alternative was admitting I had brought another maybe man into my family after promising myself I had learned from the last one. Still, things had been off. Rhett missed my cousin's engagement dinner in June because he said his Uncle Terry's basement flooded and he had to help rip out carpet. He texted me one blurry utility room photo, then went quiet. At 1 in the morning, he said he was too exhausted to drive and had crashed at Terry's. The next day, he smelled like hotel soap. I never caught him cleanly, just edges. Talia's voice notes. Rhett flipping his phone down. One photo I noticed in the shared album for half a second last week before it disappeared again, like he realized too late where it had synced. I did not mention that because if I was wrong, I would be the jealous girlfriend hijacking Eli's day. At the party, Eli's coach gave a speech nobody asked for. My uncles argued about parking, and Caro kept refreshing the slideshow folder because people were still adding pictures live. Rhett stood by the punch bowl acting easy. Then Eli's friend cued the slideshow. Baby photos, band concerts, prom, family beach trips. Then the screen jumped to a nighttime rooftop photo none of us had seen before. Talia was on an outdoor sofa in Rhett's gray hoodie. On the table sat 2 drinks and a white room key sleeve. At the bottom of the screen, because the album was still in live view, the details stayed visible. Added by Rhett Mercer, June 22, 11:48 p.m. June 22 was the flooded basement night. Nobody said anything for about 3 seconds. Then Carol reached for the remote and said that one had clearly been dumped in by mistake. My Uncle Neil looked up and said, "Wait, wasn't that the Terry night?" That was the turn. Up to then, this could still have been a bad-looking photo. Once Neil connected the date out loud, the room shifted. My mother stopped smiling. Rhett moved toward the projector and said Talia had met their group for drinks after cleanup and thrown on his hoodie because her top got soaked. Maybe that was true. It still did not explain the room key sleeve. I asked why there were hotel keys on the table if he was at Terry's basement and then casual drinks. Rhett said rooftop bars use branded table sleeves and I was doing exactly what he knew I would do if I saw Talia in any frame with him. Then Eli made it worse. He said, "Didn't Terry post lake photos that night?" Neil pulled out his phone. Terry's Facebook showed him at Lake James on June 22. No basement, no flood, just beer and a pontoon. Rhett said Terry left town after the cleanup. Neil said the post was stamped before midnight. My mother asked why a running friend was wearing my boyfriend's hoodie on a rooftop with hotel-looking table junk after the exact lie he used on me. Rhett kept shrinking it. Nothing physical, just drinks, just bad optics. Maybe people would split on that. Maybe the photo proved cheating. Maybe it only proved a lie wrapped around closeness he knew I would not survive well. What mattered in that room was simpler. He lied about June 22. He synced a photo he thought would stay hidden, and once my uncle said the date out loud, nobody in my family was willing to call Talia just a friend anymore. I unplugged the projector, told Eli I was sorry, and handed Rhett back the hoodie he had left on my chair. He followed me toward the parking lot, saying it looked worse than it was. Maybe, but by the time my mother caught up, even she had already stopped asking me to be fair.